I didn't see the numbers. What were your numbers today so far?
I actually ended with 103 dials. I had 15 connects and 13 appointments.
103 dials, 15 connects, and 13 appointments. Way to go. And that's within wait, how long, how much time were you dialing?
I actually was able to book up 12 appointments within an hour and a half, which was probably the fastest I've ever done it. And I was working on Saturday and I had some door knocks and have some appointments for tomorrow. So I was able to confirm those too.
Nice. Good job. Some days will go like that, right? Some days.
Man, you're right about that. It's not always like that, but
Okay. Sometimes we got to grind it out, baby. Keep the grind going. Well, good stuff. So anything come up on your phone calls or your dials or any situations or anything we can learn from?
pretty efficient. And especially in that time, it was the most appointments I booked in an hour and a half. And I feel like a big contributor to that was just being prepared and mindset. And so I was talking to Jake and Varay just about treating this like a business and not treating it like a hobby. And I come from corporate America. I come from working a 40-hour job, having a couple side hustles, and I just had to get real with myself. And I was like, hey, I'm not minding my own business here, Like I'm not taking ownership as an owner. I'm acting more of as an employee or treating it like a side hustle. So I've just been trying to make some changes lately and just really preparing for success, not just going out there and trying to wing it.
I love that. You just made my day. You made my whole day. Not the fact that you booked 13, which is great, but treating this like it's not a side hustle, like this is a real deal. Like you can make a hell of a lot of money and change people's lives and change your own life in this business. So, and if you treat it like a business, if you treat it like what it could be for you, right? So I love that mindset change. You're going to have to keep reminders of that change, right?
Definitely. Yeah. I was talking to Jake this morning. I was like, now that I come from working a 40-hour job, now that I'm self-employed, I feel like don't get me wrong, the business is simple. It's not easy because easy implies that it doesn't require work, but it's simple. But it's also simple to not read, to not prepare, you know what I mean? And so sometimes I feel like I could be pulled in a bunch of different directions with whether it be recruiting, dialing, family time. And what's helped me with that is just one, scheduling everything, and getting Ronnie on the same page, my wife, when I'm scheduling, that way she knows when I'm working, when I'm home, I'm home.
That's massive. You said so much in so little time.
I did some door knocks on Saturday, and I've been saying, hey, I need a door knock. I need a door knock because I have a bunch of people I haven't got a hold of. And Eric Belair did a training a while back. I think it was on this call or it might have been somewhere, but I just remember him talking about how he works the leads, and some people work leads and he beats his leads to a pulp. So I'm looking at these binders and I was telling Jake, I'm like, man, there's got to be a whole bunch of money up in there. And so Saturday, I had a couple appointments booked, but I had a lot of free time. So I was able to door knock on Saturday, got on YouTube, looked at Megan Woods videos, and just really just try to practice my craft, And I got some door knocks in on Saturday. It was pretty cool. I got a couple of appointments booked from it. A couple of people told me to go somewhere else, but it was a fun experience. That's for sure.
Practice your craft. Get better and better, 1% better. What can you do? What can you do to get 1% better? Over the course of a year, you'll be 37 times better. Practice your craft, mindset, get your calendar right, thought process, planning. You said you planned. What did you do to plan ahead? You said you planned ahead, Drew. What did you do to plan
Right.
ahead for your journal day? What made it successful? How did you make that happen with your planning?
So every Sunday, me and Ronnie sit down after we put our half a basketball team to bed, and we just sit down and we plan on what's going to go on for like the next couple days, So we plan when I'm going to be here dialing. We plan what's going to happen after I'm done dialing. We plan when we're running appointments. We have a church small and mark on my activity book. Like I used to come in some days and I'd be stuck like doing those right before my dial session or during my dial session. And now all that's done the night before.
Drew, that's massive. You know why Megan Wood is making over 850,000 so far deposits in her bank account and right now is because she plans the night before what she's going to do, where she's going to be, all the stuff that you're talking about. All successful people do that. But, and then the expectation is, yes, the expectation is you're going to win on that day and get a little bit better, a little bit better, a little bit better every time you do it. It may not work out perfect, right?